What's going on, guys? Christian here from CK Wraps. Today I'm going to be wrapping the front fender, which is a more complicated front fender actually, on this Lamborghini Huracan in Color Fusion Chalk Gray. I've done a few things here. We've prepped our panel, so I've wiped it off with isopropyl alcohol, wiped the edges as clean as possible. There is PPF that only runs right to the edge, doesn't go around, and it is dirty, and there's an edge there, and I can see the PPF is not sitting tight here, is what it is. Hopefully my wrap will go around a little further and sort of hold that PPF down. It might look a little bit funny up close in the ends. Again, nothing much I can do about that, because that's the previous installation. Like I said, knifeless tape is set up. We have to use a very specific knifeless tape for this. We have to use the precision line because that cuts TPU the cleanest. Precision line has a steel cable in it, and that steel cable is what cuts this type of material much cleaner. Removed a couple of clips in here, and pretty much that's it. We're gonna do this the same way as the hood. We're gonna be doing a wet apply. I have some trimming of the film to do. It's a really oversized piece. That's okay though, better to have too much than too little. And I have my slip solution and my tack solution all ready to go. Now we don't have the option of using magnets, which is the fun part of getting things into position. So I'm just gonna peel up a corner with my right hands, stick it to the glass. I haven't wet anything yet, I will. Like I said, cutting the material can be a bit challenging because it is a TPU. The blade tends to drag it a little bit. And there's my wheel well, okay. We're gonna have a pretty sizable scrap piece here. And just give ourselves extra. I'm way off, but that's okay. Give ourselves extra and bring that out. Just gonna spray underneath. I don't have to go nuts with this right now, spraying underneath. Just, I'm gonna peel the liner up as I go. There we go. And then right there at the very edge, I don't have any slip solution, so that should stick pretty nicely. Let's come back over here, open this up. I'm just gonna try and hold that away. Much different than how you would be doing this with clear. Clear, you'd be putting this like on a table or a wall or something and wetting both sides before doing this. Doesn't matter if this film touches itself. You try not to let it touch itself when it's dry, but if it does, it's not gonna leave really a mark in the film, while clear will. All right. So what I wanna do is I wanna get it tacked to the door. And my slip solution is just simply baby shampoo and water. Okay, so let's make sure I can pull that tight. And let's maybe wet it a little bit more, just so it slides a little bit better. You can feel it sort of sticking more than I'd like it to, okay? Pull that nice and tight, and then it can kind of just slide. Okay, I'm gonna anchor this down here. It's popping up slightly. Let's see if I can get that to just hold for a second. I will be alleviating tension here, don't worry. Spray here, good. And let's come. This is not an easy fender to PPF bulk like this. Just squeegee all that out. Again, we're always gonna check everything before we go nuts and start cutting. So let's undo it a bit. There we go. And the beauty about having the slip solution there is undoing it and repositioning it is super easy, and you're not gonna leave any marks in it. Much less likely to leave any marks in it. Hold these wrinkles down. Beautiful. More tack solution, see that? And then we should be able to finish that off. Beautiful. Okay, let's get some tack solution in the top. Good, a little bit of slip on the surface, just to give our squeegee that nice glide. And then press firmly, roll it around. Look how easy this install is, right? When everything is nice and wet like that, Okay, so I'm going over it, making sure that I don't have any fluid left behind. I can hear it. It's a little more challenging than a Tesla. Teslas are a little, I mean, they're actually not that hard, but a little more on the challenging side. This one's more challenging than a Tesla. So let's flush all this out. Okay, we want to get this done in one pass, like that. Okay, that's pulled back. I'm just gonna throw some slip under there just in case it wants to go a little further. And then if I just put this down right here, nice and tight, my tension will be on the inside, okay? So my tension is gonna be right here, moving back that way. I will have nothing right here at the corner. Slightly tight, hands over top, just that area there. There we go. And then pass through, wrong side of my squeegee, use the hard edge. Hard edge is really important. Good. So no tension at the edge. Let's get all under here. Again, be very generous with your tack solution. The film is trapped, right? Like it's trapping fluid underneath here. Like sure, I can get in there with a heat gun and stuff like that, but at what cost, you know? So just keep that in mind. We're gonna try and press out as much as we can. Always starting from way on the inside, see how far in I'm starting. Hit that body line really hard with your squeegee because you want to make sure you don't leave any fluid there. It's an easy spot to leave fluid behind. You guys are basically getting like a, kind of like a clear PPF install and a color change install all in one video here, like a regular color change. Because this has so many characteristics of just doing a regular color change, while at the same time, we're using a wet apply and we are using TPU, which is the PPF film. Okay, so this we'll leave to let dry. That's the edge I'm more. So even here, let's tack that one more time. Let's get that rolled around. And let's get that pre-tucked in there a bit. I mean, it's staying around the edge. Like it's staying pretty nicely. It's just, wipe that off. Very good. Super, 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 super clean, like crazy. Not a single line anywhere. But we do pose a risk of potentially screwing this up. I can trim this back a little further. I need about 1 inch or so to wrap in here, but trimming this back further will help expose it to air better and allow it to dry a little bit faster. It's cutting really nicely right now, so that's good. It means the film's fairly tight. Sort of jumping there. You can sort of see it waving just a tiny bit. I'm okay with that. Let's find the very, very bottom and go something like that. Lift that up and finish that cut off. Good. And then we can go up. And I'll leave myself a tiny bit more in that corner just to be able to mess around with it if I need to. What I'm gonna do now is open the door, expose this edge and tack it. So let's get in here. Okay, now I'm gonna come in through here. Okay, that's fine. Let's get under here. Okay, so now this is just a matter of waiting. Okay guys, I've come back to this after about 5-10 minutes, and I noticed that the film is beginning to stay around the edges. So that is rolling down really nicely and staying around that edge. We always start from the top, as you can see, I'm going from the top and working the film around to make sure that we don't have any fluid left in that edge. We do want it to be extremely tight and dry, especially around our knifeless tape, because we want it to cut clean, and it won't cut clean if it's wet at all. Even though I have it down now, I'm still gonna end up giving it more time just to be sure, because I'm only gonna get one chance to cut with the knifeless tape and that's it. So I don't wanna mess that up, but it is staying. So that's a good sign right there. Let's check here underneath. And I can feel like if I pull that, that's staying underneath. So that's a good sign. Get a little bit of fluid at the edge there. Let's get that pulled around. Okay, but now that I've just pushed some more fluid around the edge there, we'll give that a bit more time. Oh, there's still a bit more fluid there. watching it. Okay, we'll be very critical of our edges here, making sure that we've got all of the fluid out. A little bit right here. And again, I can feel that that's sticking, but now that I'm pushing a bit more fluid out and around that edge, we're still gonna give that more time. You might wonder why I don't take the bumper off with a car like this. It's simply because the bumper and the fender sit so tight together that if I overlap both and tuck them in and then put everything back together, there's gonna be friction between both panels. And what will happen is there will be, oops, small fluid there. There will be twisting of the film, okay? So that's, you wanna keep in mind stuff like that can happen when the panels are too tightly set together. Curled around right here. Yeah, that's working out really well. Just leading with the heat gun, fanning from a distance. Okay, we'll give that a bit more time to dry still. So it's a little bit finicky to start this one, but just have a little bit of confidence. We'll practice a couple times off the car and then pinch it here at the film. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up all the way through. Trying to want to do this in a nice pass. It's tricky with the hood in the way. There we go. I can feel that it's cutting super clean. And then we're gonna get to the very end over here, keep my knifeless tape tight, and then quick pull all the way out. Then we can remove this piece without ever having to take a knife to the paint, because it can be really awkward to cut there. Let's get the knifeless tape out of there as well. And voila. I'll heat and push that edge down and it'll be good to go. My blade actually fits between the gap here, which I'm surprised. It's perfect, it's a little stone there. Feel it, there we go. And then right at this point here, I'm gonna slow it down, bring that over. Okay, now I know where I ended. And we've gotta get this tucked in just a bit more for this last section right here. If it stays, I'm good and I can cut. Okay, we're good, I can cut. And this will make it easier to roll the rest of the PPF underneath the fender. Perfect. That will still have to be heated and gone over afterwards. Still a little too wet, I think. Staying a bit, but I don't want to cut yet. And this is a really seen area, so you can see a lot of this edge from a standing position. So I want to make sure that the cut is very, very clean. It's not like I can tuck it away underneath a light or something. So if I mess that up, that's it. So I may wait until tomorrow. Probably will wait until tomorrow to do the fender area right here, as far as the cut goes. One other section we might be able to do is just right up here. I have a little bit to trim, so let's check that out. And then the corner will have to be done tomorrow. So there's a little bit right here, little excess material just tucked in right around here. But for now, that was the fender wrap, guys. The hardest part of this fender is getting the material to contour around this aggressive shape right here. Like, we're literally vertical on this side and it transitions into completely horizontal. So it's like a twist. That's what makes this much more difficult than a lot of other fenders that are out there. And this is not a huge fender, thank God. Because it would be a lot more difficult if it was a bigger fender. But it's this section right here where this transition from being vertical turns into horizontal, entirely horizontal, or vice versa. And that's what's gonna make that fender more tricky for you to wrap. Guys, we're back the next day and I've just let everything dry as far as the edges go. I've gone ahead and done the other fender and a small panel on the other side as well. And we're gonna finish up the fender right now. Then we'll move on to the door, finish that one up, and so forth. We'll keep moving along here. It's basically where it needs to be, but just going over it, making sure. Okay. I want to cut it when it's too hot. Let that cool for a second. Won't take long. It's probably cool enough now. All right, let's do some trimming. So I'm just going to be cutting on the inner edge where the plastic guard is. Running my blade along that edge right there. There we go. You see that I didn't start right at the very bottom. I started somewhere in the middle. This helps keep the film tight. Now as I get towards the ends, we're going to keep that tight and finish that little cut off right there. All right. Now that we've gotten to the edge, we can cook this up pretty good with some pretty high temperatures. So again, my heat gun's rated at 1,000 degrees from 2 inches away. It doesn't take more than a half a second, not even, to hit that temperature, especially with such a thin piece of material like the TPU. I'm not gonna burn the tire, I'm not gonna burn the fender, as long as you keep your heat gun moving along. Okay, that's good. Notice I have a very small piece of tape there that just helps the film, or prevents the film from adhering to the bumper side, allows it to kind of slide off just a little bit easier. Okay, and the trick to doing this corner here is to not have an excessive amount of material. I had already gone along and I had done all this edge earlier. I'm gonna snap a blade off because I feel like my blade is getting dull. Come in right underneath. Again, the TPU is very tricky to cut, so sharp, sharp, sharp blades. Come around here. Try not to pull my work off as I cut. There we go. Just kind of piercing around it. And there's a little bit excess right here. There we go. And voila, we're gonna add some heat to that. Clean that up a bit. There's a tiny little piece right there. I wanna get this off. There we go. Okay, so the corner doesn't look perfect yet, it will. And again, what I noticed is any of the marks that were already in the clear PPF are showing through. Okay, so let's go and heat this. Don't heat it too hot. Remember the light is nearby and plastic trims and stuff like that. We don't want to damage it. And I'm just using my finger. So here you can see the edge of the PPF that was there, that's there. And they obviously cut that back. I think they might have had an issue here because the other side is actually done totally differently. It's actually more to the edge. So they might have had an issue. But you can see that I can go all the way around with my color change TPU, and it's basically the same material. It's just, there's a little bit thicker. We're talking, I don't know, 1/1000th of an inch, or that's it. Barely anything. Okay. And that's the fender. That's it for the front fender wrap, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Again, cosmetic, color fusion, paint protection film. This is chalk gray going down on the Lamborghini Huracan 610-4. Installs beautifully, especially wet. Again, I find this is probably the best way to do it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. And don't forget to check out my website, ckwraps.com. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.